German Shepherds are one of the most loyal, intelligent, and powerful breeds in the world, often called the ultimate working dog. But what if I told you that they are also one of the most demanding, reactive, and high-maintenance dogs you could ever own? Trust me if you're thinking about getting a German Shepherd. You need to hear this first. To understand why German Shepherds behave the way they do today, we need to look at where they came from. Now, these dogs weren't originally bred to be police or military canines. They were actually livestock guardians. They were bred to herd and protect sheep out in the German countryside. Back in the late 1800s, a man named Max von Stephanet set out to create the ultimate working dog. He wanted a breed that was not only intelligent and athletic, but also loyal and versatile enough to do any job given to it. And he succeeded. German Shepherds became the ultimate all-purpose working breed. But here's the important part. They were bred for work, not to be family pets. Over the years, the breed started to split into different lines. There are the working line Shepherds bred for extreme drive and intensity, Showine Shepherds bred more for looks and structure and pet line, Shepherds bred to be calmer, more family-friendly companions. And this is where things get really important, because not all German Shepherds are the same. The line that they come from massively impacts their temperament, their characteristics, and what type of home they're best suited for. It didn't take long for people to realize their potential beyond hearing. By the early 1900s, German Shepherds were being used in police work, the military, and even search and rescue. They were fast, powerful, and incredibly trainable, the perfect canine. And that's how the German Shepherd went from a farm dog to one of the most popular dog breeds on the planet. But that level of intelligence, loyalty, and drive didn't just make them amazing working dogs, it's what also made them amazing pets. And when bred, well, they can be some of the most amazing companions that you'll ever meet so far. We've looked at their history, their purpose, and what makes them so popular. But what actually makes a well-bred German Shepherd such an amazing companion? Today we're at Pantheon Kennels meeting Ben, where he's been breeding family-friendly German Shepherds for years. These are dogs bred specifically for their fantastic temperament. I'm curious, from the guy I consider the expert in the country, if you had to choose 3 of your favorite things about German Shepherds, what would they be? I think for me, the love, the loyalty, and then the trainability of them. I think as an all-rounder, they're brilliant, you know. There's not many dogs that I think can give you the whole package. Personally, I think they do. So when bred and raised properly, German Shepherds can be amazing family dogs. But the problem is not all of them are as well bred as this. And when things go wrong, they can go horribly wrong. Although German Shepherds are strong, athletic dogs, the truth is they can come with some serious health risks. Hip and elbow dysplasia are some of the most common issues in German Shepherds. This can lead to pain, mobility problems, and in severe cases, expensive surgery. They are prone to DM, which is a disease that causes progressive paralysis, as well as bloat, which, if not treated immediately, can kill your German Shepherd within hours. And all of this, it isn't cheap. Vet bills, medication, and treatments add up fast. If you're not financially prepared for potential health issues, this might not be the breed for you. And even if you have a perfectly healthy German Shepherd bred from an amazing breeder like these guys, it doesn't mean that you're in the clear, because when these dogs end up in the wrong hands, things can go very, very badly. Now, health problems can be really difficult to deal with, but they're not the main reason that German Shepherds end up at shelters like this. Now, we're about to see the reality of what happens when a German Shepherd ends up in the wrong hands. So this is Bear. I remember him the last time I came, actually. Can you remind me kind of where Bear came from? So Bear was surrendered when he was less than 2 years old. He's very confident. He doesn't give any air of anxious nervousness about him. You could say overconfident, really. People going with him or trying to engage with him without the right energy, he'll totally take advantage. And as he's got older, that element of him has not gone away with his maturity. He's not calmed down as he's got older, which just proves the level of drive he's got with Bear. He's had 2 or 3 people interested, but once they've got like the proper measure of him, they should soon step away. What is it that you're seeing that the owners aren't doing that is kind of ending them up here? A lot of it, they're not fulfilling the needs. I think a lot of people think that any dog can just be a house dog. And, particularly like with a dog like Bear, you could take him on the field, engage with him with a ball or frisbee just to burn his energy off. Half an hour later, he's ready to go again. Whereas a lot of people, they think 10 to 20 minutes walk is adequate for the dog in a day. And the ones that have come in because they've got behavioral issues, there's few people who are prepared to commit at rescue to take a dog like that. Because if they've got any sense, they know they're going to be taking a lot on right from the get-go. This is why so many German Shepherds end up in rescue centers. They're brought by people who love the idea of having a big protective dog, but they aren't prepared for the responsibility that comes with it. And by the time the owners, 5:45, realize they're in over their heads, it's often too late. And the worst part, a lot of these dogs never get a second chance. Now, Bear is a heartbreaking example of what can happen when a German Shepherd ends up in the wrong hands. Now, in the right hands, Bear could be an amazing canine companion, and he is definitely capable of huge levels of success. And if you are interested, I'll leave the website for this amazing rescue center in the description box below. If you are interested, I would love for you to reach out and maybe see if you'd be a perfect fit. But let's go and take a look now at what we can do to prevent these things from happening in the first place. After seeing Bear's story, you might be wondering, how can you reduce the risk of your German Shepherd developing those kinds of behavior problems? One of the most powerful tools at your disposal is proper fulfillment. German Shepherds thrive when they have structure, clear communication and mental stimulation, structured obedience training. Like this, builds confidence, sharpens focus, and provides crucial mental stimulation. But here's the good news: you don't have to be an expert trainer or compete in protection or obedience sports with your German Shepherd to get many of the same benefits just doing basic training. Like this, the place can be absolutely wonderful for your German Shepherd. It provides tons of mental stimulation. It builds the communication between you and them, provides lots of fulfillment and outlet for all of that amazing intelligence and trainability, heal, and really helps prevent any problem behaviors from arising in the future. Scent work like this engages a German Shepherd's natural tracking instincts and provides amazing mental stimulation. But again, you don't need to be an expert trainer or compete in advanced obedience sports to be able to benefit from the same kind of things with your German Shepherd at home. They love to use their nose, and you can do stuff as simple as this Reggie break and just scatter feed some food on the floor and make them use their nose to sniff it out. You can elevate that to doing it out in your garden, and they have to rustle through the grass to be able to find the food. They'll absolutely love doing it, and it can help slow down their eating, especially if they're a fast eater. You can also hide pieces of food around your home and turn it into a game, even maybe put a command on it like go find, and the dog will start to understand that this is something that you do together. It allows them to channel that drive. They have to use their nose to seek things out. It'll be really fun for them, and in the process, bringing down that energy, because we're providing them tons of mental stimulation in a way that's really fun for them. And it'll allow you to have a better behaved, calmer German Shepherd in the process. Protection training channels a German Shepherd's protective instincts in a safe, controlled way. Now, you don't have to take your German Shepherd to protection training or get them involved in protection sports whatsoever. But even just having the ability to play a good game of tug of war with your German Shepherd, yes, can be a really fun way for you to engage and build relationship with your dog in something that's really fun and rewarding and fulfilling for those instinctual needs that we bred into them. It provides tons of mental stimulation and will tire them out beautifully. And then, if you can pair that by making sure that you have a reliable drop-it command, you'll be able to play this kind of game incredibly safely with your dog. The point here is that it's not about advanced or complex training. It's about you finding something that you can do that will provide some fulfillment for your German Shepherd at home. So whether you choose advanced training or just doing the simpler things yourself at home, it's all about providing proper fulfillment for your German Shepherd. And if you do so, you'll find that it drastically reduces the amount of problem behaviors that you'll ever encounter with your dog. So now you understand what it really takes. Let's finally score the German Shepherd and find out if they're the perfect breed for you. So we've explored everything that we need to know about the German Shepherd from their amazing history through to their awesome potential, as well as their health issues, and them being prone to certain behavior problems. But now it's time to score the German Shepherd and see just how suitable they are for the average pet owner, for their trainability and intelligence. I have to give them a 10 out of 10. They're highly intelligent, extremely trainable, and they're one of the best breeds in the world for any form of structure, training, friendliness with family. I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10, deeply loyal and affectionate with their family, exceptional companions when raised correctly when it comes to friendliness with strangers. I've got to give them a 5 out of 10. They're naturally protective and very cautious. They're not always welcoming towards unfamiliar people. And for some people, that might be a trait that they're looking for. For the average pet dog owner, this might be something of a concern. And when it comes to friendliness with other dogs, I'm going to have to give the German Shepherd a 6 out of 10. They can be social, but early and consistent. Socialization is crucial for their overall health and maintenance. I'm going to have to give them a 5 out of 10. It's manageable with preparation, but notable health risks require responsible ownership, and you need to ensure you're choosing a high-level breeder that's breeding for not just temperaments, but also your German Shepherd's health. And for their behavioral stability, I have to give them a 5 out of 10. They can be a highly stable breed if raised well, but they can be extremely challenging if not so, with a score of 40 out of 60. Yes, the German Shepherd is an amazing breed, but they're not suitable for everybody. If you want a super chill, relaxed dog, probably not the one for you. If you want to do some cool work with a dog that has huge amounts of potential, then they should definitely be on your shortlist. Now the question is, do you agree with my score? If not, let me know down in the comments section below. But most importantly, let us know which breed you want us to do.